Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
And we're beginning our show tonight with a live look over One Spokane Stadium, where the Zephyr just kicked off against Brooklyn FC. Thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm Jordan Smith. It's been a hot weekend, but you might not have wanted to go open your windows because of the smoky air quality that we've been having lately. Our Allison Martinez is filling in for Matt Gray tonight. Allison, when is this haze expected to clear up?
By tomorrow afternoon, we'll see a lot of relief. We'll see blue skies for the first time in a little bit here. For our air quality right now, we're in the moderate range, though that's not the case everywhere, particularly around Lewiston and Orofino. We're seeing some unhealthy to very unhealthy air quality over there. So definitely, like Jordan said, close those windows and limit your time outside. For our smoke forecast, here you can really see how that smoke clears up as we make our way through the overnight hours. And then tomorrow around noon to about 4 p.m., that's when things will really start to clear out. So you'll start your day, you'll see a little bit more haze, but it won't be sticking around for too much longer. 4 things to know about your weather on this Sunday night. We do have a chance of sprinkles tonight, but it really is going to be just that, sprinkles. So it shouldn't put too much of a damper, pun intended, on your night here. We've got more smoke and haze. Mild temperatures tomorrow will be cooler than we were today, but overall we're still warmer than our normal, and we have rain possible for Wednesday, and temperatures could drop down to the 60s. For our current temperatures, we're at 84 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, 83 in Spokane, 89 in Ritzville, 87 in Moses Lake, and 83 degrees in Pullman. We're going to walk through your Monday hour by hour. You can see we've got hazy skies to start off our day, and then we'll be in the 80s for the majority of the afternoon, and that sun will shine by about 4 p.m. Jordan?
All right, Allison, thank you for that. To your health tonight.
I was taking a total of 3 HIV medications and was told that if I missed one, I could die.
You just heard from a man that we'll refer to as Dell in this story. He's one of about 900 people in Spokane County living with HIV. At one point in time, that diagnosis was considered a death sentence, particularly in the 80s and 90s when Dell was diagnosed. But today, the fight against the autoimmune disease is on a very different battleground, one where advanced medication and treatment is helping people with the disease live long and healthy lives. In the last year, MultiCare wrapped up a clinical trial which led to the approval of a first-in-class drug called lenacapavir, an antiviral injection given twice a year to treat HIV and AIDS, starkly different than the handful of pills patients once had to take. 12 patients living with HIV in Spokane County partook in that study, giving back to the medical community who have been working tirelessly for decades to find an answer to this disease.
Many folks that I take care of who have lived with this disease for decades saw most of their friends and family die from HIV. And so it's been really powerful to see those people really wanting to give back to their community and see the progress that we've made.
And Dell was one of the patients who volunteered for the trial. He told us he's never feared dying from HIV, but with the immense progress made in medication he takes, it's hardly on his radar anymore.
I'm more concerned about dying from type 2 diabetes than I am concerned about dying from HIV or AIDS.
And since this clinical trial concluded, lenacapavir has become available on the market, which is another promising step in the lengthy fight against HIV. Multiple small fires were ignited overnight in the courtyard in front of the public safety building. Here's a look at the damage left behind. You can see that there's a scorched bicycle left standing and a pile of burnt debris. There was also a small tree that had been set on fire with a lighter lying nearby. Police tape marks the scene now. We're still waiting for more information both from Spokane Police and the fire department. There are just 2 days until the first and possibly only presidential debate between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. Neither candidate is on the campaign trail today, but Trump held a rally in the battleground state of Wisconsin on Saturday. The vice president took a break from debate prep to visit a small business in Pittsburgh. Here's ABC's Em Nguyen with the details from Washington.
Vice President Kamala Harris spending the weekend with her closest advisors at a hotel in Pittsburgh, prepping for this Tuesday's face-off with former President Donald Trump. At a rally Saturday in Mosinee, Wisconsin, Donald Trump seeming to lower expectations.
You know, if I destroy her in the debate. They'll say, Trump suffered a humiliating defeat tonight.
The former president continuing to focus on immigration, saying if he doesn't win, states like Colorado will be, quote, taken over.
And we may have no country left. It may be our last election.
Republican governor of Arkansas, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, saying the former president is ready.
He prepares every single day. Not only, I think the biggest way that he does that is by traveling around the country and actually talking to voters. He takes questions from the press on a regular basis. So I think every day is debate prep for Donald Trump.
While the governor remains a strong supporter for Trump, other prominent Republicans are throwing their support behind Harris. On Friday, former Vice President Dick Cheney said he will be crossing party lines to vote for Harris, calling Trump a threat to our public. His daughter, former Republican Congresswoman from Wyoming, Liz Cheney, has also endorsed Harris and spoke exclusively with ABC's Jonathan Karl today.
I'm somebody who was willing to use violence in order to attempt to seize power, to stay in power. We have to do everything possible to ensure that he doesn't, that he's not reelected.
Cheney calling Trump a unrecoverable catastrophe.
And he's willing to embrace things that are fundamentally a danger to this nation and to our Constitution. So the choice, in my view, is not a close one.
While visiting a small business in Pittsburgh, Harris says she's honored to have these endorsements.
I think it's an important statement right now. People are exhausted about the division and the attempts to kind of divide us as Americans.
M. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
And as you just heard, Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump will go head-to-head on the debate stage this Tuesday in Philadelphia. You can watch it right here on ABC starting at 5 o'clock, and then stick around for a special edition of 4 News Now, where we will break down each one of the candidates' performances. We'll also be looking at the governor's debate between Democrat Bob Ferguson and Republican Dave Reichert, which is happening on Tuesday at 8 p.m. after the presidential debate. Spokane International Airport will soon receive over $18 million in funding for a reconstruction project. This was announced today by the Washington Senator Maria Cantwell. The Spokane International Airport welcomed more than 4 million travelers in the past year, which is a record. Cantwell says this funding will help accommodate for new traffic by opening a new terminal. This is one of 7 airports in Washington to receive funding through the U.S. Airport Improvement Program. Other airports on the list are the Tri-Cities Airport and the Seattle-Tacoma International. Coming up after the break here, people attending the Salvation Army's rally today could cool off with ice cream or a dip in the dunk tank. When we come back, what free after-school programs are being offered by the nonprofit? And only one more week for you and your family to take this route of the Hiawatha. And this week's Air 4 Adventure will show you all about it.
We've had a hot weekend, but our temperatures are cooling down quite drastically over the next couple of days. We'll tell you how long these cooler conditions will stick around in your First Alert forecast.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
The Spokane Fair is September 6 to 15. Plan your fun at thespokanefair.com.
It's wildfire season. At 4 News Now, First Alert weather is more important than ever.
Bone-dry vegetation, lightning strikes, sudden winds. With conditions so volatile and so much at stake, every second counts.
Wildfire warnings to evacuation orders to the all clear. Trust the 4 News Now First Alert weather team to keep you safe.
Alerting you first.
On air, online, on the go,
and streaming for free on KXLY+. Protecting you and your family.
That's what we mean when we say expect more.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, it's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Swing into Fred's Appliance today for our Labor Day Super Sale and discover unbeatable deals and save quality time to spend with your family. Like this GE front-load washer and dryer for $7.49 each. These high-efficiency machines offer advanced features like steam cleaning and quick wash settings, making laundry less chore and more of a breeze. And save up to $500 additional if you buy more. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Jinx 1 and 5 6 7 9 10.
When it's time to choose the right products for your new kitchen or bathroom, Ferguson Showroom Consultants are here to help. With the expertise to navigate even the most complex projects, our team will advise you on the latest products and innovative new features. We'll take care of the details so you can make the best choices for your home. At Ferguson, your project is our priority. Visit your local Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting Gallery to shop the best selection of brands like Sub-Zero.
4 News Now is brought to you by Summit Cancer Center.
Well, time is running out for you and your family to experience what's been described as the crown jewel of the rail-to-trail conversion. The route of the Hiawatha will be closing for the season next Sunday. So let's go for a ride on the Air Force drone over the route of the Hiawatha.
Welcome to the Hiawatha. The Hiawatha is America's most scenic rails-to-trails conversion. You've got condensed into a 15-mile, mostly downhill path. You've got 7 sky-high trestles, 10 tunnels, 9 of the tunnels which you ride through. And the first one, which you see here, is the Taft Tunnel. It's 1.661 miles long, and it is dark. Some of the tunnels are curved, most of them are straight. Some of them are reinforced with cement, and others are just naturally left the way they were chipped out of the earth.
In St. Louis, we do a lot of bike riding on rails to trails, but let me just say, there's nothing like this there. It was terrific between the tunnels and the trestles. Wow. We rode this about 17 years ago, so not long after it opened. So we wanted to come back.
Well, I think some of the history is what I find really interesting, and the scenic beauty. So when you get up on top of Kelly Creek Trestle, which is the longest trestle, and it's also the highest at 230 feet up, you're able to look way up a valley and know that there was a mill at the far end. They built this railroad back in the day to harvest all the virgin timber that was here. This was known as the most beautiful section of railroad in the country when it was first established back in 1909.
Oh, it's just gorgeous.
And you've got one more week to enjoy it. Now, Allison Martinez is in for Matt Gray tonight. Allison, what would the weather look like for next weekend as this closes down?
Yeah, next week is perfect weather to seek out that adventure for sure. We've got temperatures in the low 70s. I know that's a little bit hard to fathom right now because the sun is about to set here in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, and we're still in the 80s. 83 right now in Spokane and 84 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. In both cities, you can really see that haze in the air, kind of leaving us with an ominous looking sky here in both areas. Now, we're tracking our air quality, of course, because we have all that smoke and all that haze. That's coming from fires that are burning in Oregon and in central Idaho. So right now, the majority of our area is in the moderate range for our air quality, though around Orofino, we've got some unhealthy air quality to very unhealthy. So if you're in those areas, avoid your time outside and close those windows. We even have some areas in the sensitive or unhealthy for sensitive groups range. This is St. Mary's, into Pullman, and into Lewiston also. Another big thing we're tracking today is a red flag warning. We've got low relative humidity and some breezier winds that will really pick up tomorrow afternoon. This is currently in place, and this will stay in place until tomorrow at 7 p.m. It's for everything you see shaded in pink on your screen, which includes Davenport, Ritzville, Colfax, into Pullman, and the Pomeroy area. For tonight, we'll cool down to 63 degrees. We've got a hazy night yet again, and we also have a chance of sprinkles. If we see any rain here today, it will be just that, sprinkles. And here's a little bit of a look at how this is going to play out. 7 p.m. You can see just some scattered activity around Spokane and into Coeur d'Alene. But as the sun sets and we see night to night, things are going to be very dry for the next couple of days. For tomorrow, we have a high of 89. 69 degrees, another warmer than average day. And the first half of the day, we will continue to see that haze, but things will clear up as we near the afternoon. We've got a high of 85 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, 84 in Kellogg, 96 in Lewiston, and 88 degrees in Ritzville. Here's your planning forecast, and over the next couple of days, we are slowly starting to cool down. We'll have temperatures in the 60s for Wednesday and Thursday. Along with those cooler temperatures, we're also going to see increasing clouds and even the potential for some rain. So if you're just sick and tired of this heat, we've got some more fall-like conditions for you. So there's really something for everyone in this forecast. And then we've got a beautiful weekend for soaking up those last moments of summer. And this is really great weather for being out and about for that bike ride like we were talking about, or just soaking some time out outside. That's what we have for you, Jordan.
Yeah, no complaints over here, Allison. That looks awesome. Thank you for that. Well, to kick off the school year, the Spokane Salvation Army held its annual rally day today. The event included a free carnival for Spokane kids and their families and information about the nonprofit's free after-school programs. And what better way to get informed than with a hot dog and a snow cone in hand? New this year, the Troops program emulates being a Girl or a Boy Scout, but with a Salvation Army twist.
Troops is Salvation Army's version of Boys and Girl Scouts. It's a character-building club where kids learn life skills, important character skills that will allow them to learn to engage with the world around them and teach them life skills for, as they grow and develop.
Additionally, Captain David Kane says that the programs are free and parents don't need to worry about transporting their kids to and from the after-school programs.
We'll pick up from local elementary schools and then brings kids back to the Salvation Army where they can engage in homework clubs, but also a lot of fun learning experiences.
And you can find a link to all the programs that they have to offer on our website, KXLY.com. Well, we've been having some hot days lately, but before you know it, it will be winter again. And it's not easy for everyone to get bundled up for the cold. And that's why nonprofits like SNAP are organizing community drives to help collect warm clothes for those in need. Next Saturday, SNAP will host its second annual pajama party. This will happen on the patio of Brick West Brewing in downtown Spokane. Attendees are encouraged to bring warm clothes like socks, gloves, and hats. Nicole Bishop of SNAP describes the event as the best kind of pandemonium.
Encourage people to show up in their pajamas the day of the event. It's supposed to be a fun, cozy, family-friendly event that we really think garners community, collectiveness, and it's a really great way to support your neighbors while having a great time.
And all of these items and much more are going to be raffled off next week, including some Scarywood tickets and an overnight trip to Miraboo Park. We'll have all that information about prizes and times on this story on our website, KXLY.com. And we've done a fair amount of coverage on the Spokane Interstate Fair, which runs until September 15th. And while a lot of fair goers enjoy the rides and the games, there are some people who are more sensitive to the flashing lights and the noises. And that's why the fair is hosting its annual Sensory Day on Tuesday from 11 to 5 p.m. The fair, along with the Northwest Autism Center, the Isaac Foundation, and the Arc of Spokane, along with Project ID, will operate all carnival rides and games with no sounds or lights to create a calming, inclusive environment. Still ahead, the Seattle Seahawks pulled out a win in their first game of the NFL season. Sydney Berger is coming back after the breaks with the highlights from the action.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The Spokane Fair is Friday, September 6th to Sunday, September 15th. All first responders, firefighters, police, and hospital workers receive free fair admission. Wednesday, September 11th for Heroes Day. Compliments of Carpet Barn. Learn more at thespokanefair.com.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. During Purple's Labor Day sale, save up to $1,000 on mattress and base bundles and get an instant gift. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Watch me. Watch me pirouette with style and grace. An open floor of inspiration. This is my place. 5 positions to start, leotard and tights. A story through movement, under music and lights. Straight and tall, they promised I'd stand. I'm a ballerina who twirls like the blades of a fan. Watch me. Innovative scoliosis treatment at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
In Comes Company, the smash hit Broadway musical. Winner of 5 Tony Awards, including Best Revival of a Musical. Company is a hilarious musical masterpiece about life, love, and good company. Critics give it 5 stars, saying yes. It's really that good. Playing September 11th through 15th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Stay ahead of your moderate to severe eczema and show off clearer skin and less itch with Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists that helps heal your skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
The Spokane Fair is Friday, September 6th to Sunday, September 15th. Animals are the most popular feature at the fair. Meet Bo, Cedar, and all their friends. All 10 days of the fair in the Wheatland Bank Farm Animal Experience. Learn more at thespokanefair.com.
Well, although the Seattle Seahawks were in their throwback jerseys this afternoon, it's a brand new era for Seattle. A new head coach and a new offensive coordinator left everyone wondering what the team would look like in their first game of the NFL season. And it took the first half for Seattle to find its rhythm, but some halftime adjustments made for a successful home opener. The opening drive, Geno Smith steps up, fakes the pass, launches it right down the center to a Denver defender. There's no blue in sight there. Rough start for the offense, but the defense played a very thorough game. Denver's rookie quarterback Bo Nix looking towards the end zone, and it's Seattle's Julian Love with the pick. Seattle's showcased a very strong defense throughout 4 quarters this afternoon, and Smith needed to jumpstart that offense. He took it into his own hands. He's able to escape the pressure and finds the open space. A 34-yard sprint into that end zone. No white or orange, just green grass in sight for Smith to grab the first Seahawks touchdown of the season. Of course, top running back Kenneth Walker III breaks free, gets the first down and the touchdown with some style there. The Seahawks are going to put this one away. The final score out of Seattle this afternoon, 26-20. Ryan Grubb's offense started a little shaky, but definitely a second half redemption for his first NFL game. Washington State and Texas Tech met in Pullman for what we could call the unofficial Mike Leach game. Both the Cougars and the Red Raiders honored the late college football legend with the pirate on the back of their helmets. Mike Leach had the largest coaching impact on these programs and, of course, was known for implementing the air raid offense. But while Washington State quarterback John Mateer was breaking records last night, it wasn't because of his passing game. An ironic tribute to Mike Leach, Coach Jake Dickert laughed and said Leach would be pretty disappointed to find out the Cougs starting quarterback was also their leading rusher. But not only that, Mateer had 197 yards on the ground, and that's the most by any quarterback in program history in a single game. Mateer's longest run was 68 yards, and before running out of gas, he had to make sure to weigh his options.
Seen the hole, and I was like, oh, I better get out of here. I better start running. And then I start running for about 30 yards, and then my legs get kind of heavy, and I'm like, oh, they're going to catch me. I would get made fun of if they catch me.
Mateer's versatility on the ground and in the air was a heavy advantage for the Cougs. Also, Texas Tech was missing arguably their best player. Running back Taj Brooks was ruled out before this game, but the Cougars still proved they can excel at the Power 5 level, and Jake Dickert says he isn't settling for any other label.
But this is not a statement win. Washington State has played at the highest level forever. We beat another team that plays at the highest level. That's it. We've done that hundreds of times. Okay, that's the way we look at it. That's what we're excited about. We came in to get 1-0. We knew we had to play a certain way, and we went out there and did it. That's what I'm the most proud of. So, I don't want to get into, it was bigger than what it was. We took down a Power 5 team, and we're a Power 5 team.
Well, another Power 5 team is in Washington State's future. That's none other than the Washington Huskies for Apple Cup week. That rivalry game is set for a 12:30 kickoff at Lumen Field this Saturday. And the Idaho Vandals are coming off a hard-fought battle against Oregon last week. They went into another FBS road game with the same goal. Redshirt freshman Jack Wagner got his first collegiate start in War Memorial Stadium. Wagner threw for 101 yards and a touchdown before leaving the game in the fourth quarter due to an injury. And similar to last week, the Idaho defense shined on the field. The Vandals had 4 sacks on the day, and Keyshawn James Newby had 3 of them.
You know, he's well on the way to being a double-digit sack guy and first-team all-conference guy. And, you know, really through 2 games, he's playing like an All-American. So a lot of belief in him, and I think he's really, you know, come a long way and improved since last year.
The final score out of Laramie was 17-13. And 4 News Now will be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Travel for Adventures is brought to you in part by Lewis Clark Valley.
It's time to heat things up with Falco's annual More Than Fair sale. Our Enviro Fireplace showroom is simply too big to bring to the fair. So if you'll come see us, we'll give you the best deal on all Enviro pellet and gas heating appliances. Enviro Fireplaces at Falco's, 9310 East Sprague.
Life, diabetes, there's no slowing down. Each day is a unique blend of people to see and things to do. That's why you choose Glucerna to help manage blood sugar response. Uniquely designed with Carb Steady. Glucerna, bring on the day.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Are your windows and doors costing you money and lost energy efficiency? Northwest Window and Door is the solution. Our Marvin Windows and Doors will save you money while updating the look of your home. Our skilled team of experts are the best in the business. Visit us online today at nwwindow.com to set up a no-pressure consultation with one of our friendly, knowledgeable sales associates and get the energy savings of Marvin Windows and Doors.
Let go of your butts.
I'm back, y'all.
Are you ready? We're ready.
We can't wait. Showtime.
I am a single mom with 3 kids. Helping the cops solve a murder is literally the easiest part of my day.
What is she supposed to do?
Spot the things my detectives miss.
I'm not here to replace Dad, but it's time for me to do something for myself.
I'm ready to find the next love of my life.
The ship is heaven. It's your job to keep everybody alive. 1, 2, clear.
I have a pulse.
Amanda was lying.
Why would somebody fake cancer? Here we go.
Let's go! What's with all the pomp and circumstance?
That's the one thing you don't want to miss.
It's time to heat things up with Falco's annual More Than Fair sale. Our Enviro Fireplace showroom is simply too big to bring to the fair. So if you'll come see us, we'll give you the best deal on all Enviro pellet and gas heating appliances. Enviro Fireplaces at Falco's, 9310 East Sprague.
We will hold on to these hot temperatures that we've been experiencing for tomorrow, but then midweek things will finally start to cool down. Even rain. It's going to be fall-like for a little bit of a change.
Yeah, good change. Bring in the fall weather. I'm ready for it. All right, thanks for being with us. We'll see you tonight.